college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad from the Pac-12, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looking to pass this time. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. In the red area, it's Daniels. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. They tackle him about the 14.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The game makes it second and medium. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Quick throw over the middle. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of...
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give me credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the Gamecocks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. He's tackled short of the 30. That's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Grab behind the line. It's Jacobs. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Handoff to the back. Fights through a tackle. Solid run. Tackle to the 45-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Snags the quick throw. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. the option. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. And here's the handoff.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they'll become a one-dimensional offense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's third and long. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. The Gamecocks will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Gamecocks. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. The championship pressure here.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one sails out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Picks up the first, looking for more. He has first down yardage at the 46. The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down. When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Powering through. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Not the way he wanted to kick it. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Bringing pressure. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. That's now going to bring out 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Brown. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Receiver makes the grab. Finding some room with the 25. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive game here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Important 2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Sellers. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks. It was a foot race, and he won it. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Gators offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. You tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And this pass is caught. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback. Finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
The Gators looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He's got some room. Can he get there? And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. So cancel the touchdown celebration, put the band on hold. They'll have to try to score again from a little farther back now. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Finds his man. It's Bennett. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That picks up a first down, spotted at the 39. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Pass not complete. Completion sets up a second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And the wideout goes in motion. To throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's looking deep here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's complete downfield. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt is no good. After the miss, still down by 7. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Back in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play and support.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. He'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Here's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking right, this one caught. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense already has 1 4th-down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Pressure is coming. Quarterback keeping this play alive. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Short connection to the tight end here. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
As a design quarterback keeper. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
They'll run it to the right side. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. The Gamecocks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Receivers are bunched together. Movement at the second level of the defense now. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. Got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
To the air, it's Sellers. Grab made by the tight end. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Gamecocks are looking to keep this drive going. Looking to throw it on first down. But quickly. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Quick pass, the catch is made. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The Gamecocks looking to cash in this red zone trip. Handoff in a single back formation. Good enough for first down yardage.
on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Up near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, South Carolina. Still no answer for this offense. Let's see if they can convert the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Tailback with another carry. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
With the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. And someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To the air, it's Brown. Fires it to his target. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the tailback's got it again. Oh, there's the stiff arm. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Single back takes the handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
That's a good positive gain there on 1st and goal, and here we go. The closer you get, the tougher it gets to get the ball into the end zone. And let's face it, this is a critical moment in this game. The 4th quarter of the national championship, and you're trailing. You've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. Breaking free at the 35. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. 3rd down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. It will be 62 yards. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. 3rd down play coming up. To try a field goal from here, it will be 62 yards. Inside the 30 now. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Sticking with the running game. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Florida, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. First down, looking to throw the football. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. We're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Florida Gators.